what's up you guys, it's Brittany, and I decided that today's video is going to be a storytime video. And since Halloween is coming up really quickly, I decided that it's going to be Halloween themed, like not necessarily Halloween, but like spooky. So let's just get into the stories. It's my first storytime video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So the first story I'm going to tell you is the quickest story, and this happened when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. Might have even been younger, I have no idea. But I was at a sleepover with my friends. I'm not going to say their names. I was with like 3 of them, so let's name them like Julia, Susan, and Sarah. I don't know. So there were 4 of us over at Julia's house, and hold on, let me write the names down because I'm gonna forget. Alright, so there were 4 of us and we were at a sleepover over at Julia's house, and we stupidly decided to use the Ouija board. If you don't know what the Ouija board is, it's like a board game kind of thing. It's not a board game, but it's like the setup of a board game, and there's this little triangle thing that kind of like moves around it with like a little, not glass, but like plastic see-through that shows you like letters and all the things that are on the board. There's like goodbye, letters, numbers, yes and no. So we were doing it for a while, and being the 4th and 5th graders that we were, we didn't really believe in it. So obviously as children we eat a lot. So we were eating a bunch of food, and I guess Susan was eating like something really hard or something, and her tooth fell out. So Julia and Sarah, I'm forgetting the names already, Julia and Sarah took her to the bathroom, and I was by myself, and they didn't say goodbye on the Ouija board, and we heard that before you leave you're supposed to say goodbye or else you get like possessed. So I was just staying on there with my fingers on, and I was like, okay, I'm by myself. So they were like cleaning Susan up. So being as stupid as I am, I decided to continue asking the spirit questions and continue talking to the spirit, which was dumb, but I did anyways. And I like asked random questions because like we just kind of started with that spirit. It's kind of difficult if you don't know how the Ouija board works, but I'm just assuming that you do. But we were on the spirit for like 2 seconds when that happened, so I decided to continue to talk to it and like ask it random questions, and then I was like, if you're here, show a sign. I'm so dumb. So after I said that, it took like a half a second and the TV went black. We had the TV on and we were watching whatever 10-year-olds watch, and it just went black. I got so scared that I literally was like, goodbye. Like, I went over the goodbye thing and I was like, goodbye, I'm done, I'm leaving. And I ran to the bathroom and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys won't believe what just happened. They turned the TV off and they're like, what? No one else is here except my parents, and they're upstairs. Who turned the TV off? I was like, the spirit did. It turned the TV off. It showed me a sign. And they were just like, bitch, what? So yeah, that happened. I was a skeptic at first. I didn't believe in the Ouija board's spiritual ways, but now I do after that thing. Yeah, and I know that's not like that traumatizing compared to like what other people have had happen because of the Ouija board, but no, I have not done the Ouija board since then. Would you? Alright, so the next story is the time that my friend and I got stalked on Halloween. So like 3 or 4 years ago, my friend and I, which I was like 12 at the time and she was like 17 at the time, maybe 18, I don't know, but we went trick-or-treating together because my campground like holds a trick-or-treating like thing like at the end of September, because we're not here at the end of October because it's too cold to go camping apparently. I don't know, that's just what happened. So yeah, we were at my campground and we were trick-or-treating, and afterwards we decided to go to the beach, and there's like a pavilion with like 9 benches in it, like 9 picnic tables in it, and we decided to just sit on one of those and like hang out and like play on our phones and stuff because the beach is nice and we like sitting at the beach. So after a while we heard talking and I was like, what? There should be no one at the beach. Then again, we shouldn't be at the beach because it's closed, but you know, YOLO. But yeah, we heard talking, and then we see these people that looked to be our age, but we weren't sure. More close to like my friend's age. What? We should give her a name. What is her name? Her name will be Jessica, because why not? So yeah, Jessica and I were just sitting at a picnic table, just like talking, like living it up. Let's live it up. Yeah. And we hear these 2 people talking, and then we see them walk around the corner, and we see that they're like close to Jessica's age. They were wearing like Halloween costumes that were like all black with just masks on, and one was like a red, like, I don't know, devil mask, and one was just like a skeleton mask. I don't know, there were masks. and they like sat at the table behind us, and I guess they like talked really, really quiet. I didn't see or hear because I was sitting like, so they were behind me, but Jessica was sitting across the picnic table from me, and she like could see them like looking at us and like talking about us, and I was like, I feel uncomfortable, can we leave? And then we left. We walked like through the parking lot because like there's a beach right here, and then there's a parking lot that goes all the way over here, and then there's another part of the lake that goes out to like a handicap dock, kind of. It's like a big dock. I don't know how else to explain it. And then up there's a road that just keeps going, and that's like the main road, and then there's a path that goes off of the main road, which I'll talk about later. So we walked through the parking lot to go to like where the handicap dock was, and they like got up and followed us after we were a few feet away, and I was like, okay, they're definitely following us because they wouldn't just get up right after us and go the same way as us unless they were following us. It just doesn't make sense. So we walked a little faster, and I guess they like dropped something. I forget what it was that they dropped. It might have been like one of their masks, but I still couldn't like see their face. So we ran down, like there's a paved path that goes down to the handicap dock, but we didn't take that. We ran next to it in the grass. We ran all the way down, and then we hid behind like bushes that were like, you couldn't see through them. So there was a girl and a guy, and the girl ran down on the path, like the paved one, and she like tried to fake that she saw us. We know she didn't because they would have done something if they saw us, and she just yelled, "Those mother think we can't see them." And I was like,
bitch, what?
because like you can't see us, like we're behind bushes and we're not making any noise. You can't see us, honey. So she walked up the path again and met with the guy, and they walked back to pick up like their mask or whatever it was that they dropped in the parking lot, and we saw this as our like chance to run. So we got out of the path thing and we started running down the main road, and then we saw them running after us, so our instinct was just to go down the path instead of go the opposite way to my camper, which would have been smarter, but you know, we'll run down the path to try to lose them because it's like steep hills that go up and down. So I was like, let's just do that. So we run down the path, and then we see them like kind of close behind us, but not really. Like we still have a few like yards between us, so like we could just run. And then we ran up the hill and then down the hill and then up the hill again to like the top of the path. Like that was the rest of the path, and then it just went to another camping section. So we just stood there for a second, and I was like, I don't see them. Did they stop following us? And then Jessica saw them coming up the like middle hill, and they were like at the top, and I was like, dang it. And then we ran again. We ran down by the lake because we were like, okay, we're gonna go find like someone that can help us, like adults, because kids aren't gonna help us, but we'll go get adults, and they'll be like, oh, maybe those are their parents, and then they'll stop. So that was my idea, by the way, because I'm smart. Just kidding. But we went down to this family with like a younger kid, so I was like, we can trust them, right? Yeah, we're gonna trust them because we're being followed. So we ran down to that family, and once we got there, we like stood back for a second because we didn't want to just like barge in and be like, these people are following us, and then them be like, I don't see anyone. But luckily the people that were following us were like at the top of the path, like they were at the end of the path, and like we could see them. I started talking to the mom, and I was like, okay, those people at the top of the path are following us, and we're just gonna stand by you and pretend you're our family, so they stop and leave us alone because we're scared. And by then she was just like, okay, it's fine, stay with us, obviously we're not gonna let you get kidnapped by stalkers. And I was like, thank you so much, you're amazing, you're gonna save our lives. So she like talked to me for a little bit, and she talked to Jessica, and she's like, do you need us to call your parents? Like, do you need anything? And I was like, no, I can call my parents, I have my phone. I just like needed to get away from them to call. I called my dad, and I was like, hey, can you come pick me and Jessica up from this camping area? And he was like, yeah, sure, what's happening? And I was like, well, someone's following us. And he like dropped the phone, got in our golf cart, which golf cart sounds pathetic, but you know, he got in our golf cart, and he drove and came and got us. But yeah, he like came and picked us up, and then I guess this is kind of funny. One of the workers here was like working a haunted hayride, and he yelled at my dad because apparently he went the wrong way, and he was just like, you know, screw you, I'm going to get my daughter and her friend, they're gonna get kidnapped. I don't know, I just found that funny. So yeah, then we just rode back on the golf cart, and I explained everything to him, and being the brave and courageous people we are, we decided to go get Jessica's dad and be like, hey, we're gonna go find these people that we're following. So much is happening. My brother's calling me, and there's dogs barking, and I hate my life. Hello. I'm like by the beach path. Why? I'm almost done filming, so I'll just come hang out with them. I'll text Annie when I'm ready. Who did? Who got punched in the face? Hello? Oh my god, you scared me. I almost shut everything down and ran over there. You're horrible. Wait, who did you even say got punched in the face? I didn't hear anything. Oh, you're a jerk. So then we got Jessica's dad and we like drove to the DJ because that's where everyone in costume was, because like it's Halloween DJ party thing. Thank you. Thank you so much. So then we got to the DJ and they were the first people that I saw in the back of the crowd wearing their black capes or cloaks or whatever the heck they were. And I was like, that's them, they're right there, we need to go like confront them, do something. And the guy actually had his like mask off and he was our age. He was like 14 or 15 and I was like, dude, you're not funny. And then the girl, which we knew it was a girl after she took her mask off to talk to our dads. So I guess like after my dad and her dad made us stay back, they went and talked to them and they denied the entire thing. Bitch, wait, bitch, wait, bitch, wait, bitch, wait. I was so mad. And our dads didn't believe them, obviously, because we're not gonna lie and be like running from people and then just lie about it. So then we just decided to be done with them because they're our age, they're probably just messing with us, whatever. So then I saw the guy like last year and he started flirting with me. And I was like, boy, if you don't, bruh, I remember you. You stalked me. You followed me. You scared me. I thought you were gonna kidnap me and then kill me. That's not how it works. Oh my gosh, a walnut just fell. I thought it was gonna hit me or my computer. Why did I cover my head? I should have covered my computer. What am I doing? I need to get my priorities straight, man. But yeah, that's the end of my story. I was stalked. I made contact with a spirit, if that's what you want to call that. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed my first storytime video ever, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and I will make another one soon, maybe. I have a few stories that I can tell you guys. If you want to see those, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. They're down in the description below. And I love you guys so much. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. I just want to say, if you guys have any requests for videos that I can do, make sure you comment them below. And if you want me to do like a Q&A or something, then you can even like comment those questions or you can tweet them to me. I mean, I wouldn't tweet them to me yet because I kind of want a hashtag for it, but I don't know a hashtag. So maybe like comment questions down below and like make up a hashtag that I could use for Twitter, because like I feel like no one's gonna ask me questions, so nobody likes me. I'm just kidding. But like if you have questions or like requests for like videos that I can do, make sure you leave them down below because I'll be happy to do them. Really, there's a purple light. Actually, that's like the sun, but why is it purple? There it goes. So yeah, that's all. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.
Turn it on, motherfucker.